Okay. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Hangover Show.
Did you share this on Facebook?
What?
The
Oh,
show?
yeah. Welcome to the Hangover Show, everybody. Even though I'm actually not hungover this time, although it feels like I am. Wonderful, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the slow start. I'm just fucking. What?
Same two jabronis coming back at you.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck us.
Well-
why are you listening to the show?
I was gonna wake up at 10 o'clock today originally, but I had God had other plans for me.
God had other plans. Man.
Yeah.
It's all in his plan. It's a big old playbook.
Yeah, and his plan included having my dad fucking swearing at the top of his lungs, bashing shit about God knows what. So, he woke me up about 7 o'clock, and then I couldn't fall back to sleep. So now here I am. I'm tired as fuck, and I want my mommy.
Mommy!
Just in case I know.
What do you want, you son of a bitch? I can't fall back asleep!
Wow, tough titties.
Alright, come here. So you walk up to your mom, and then she hits you on the side of the head with a baking pan. You get knocked out, and you get another 3 days worth of sleep.
All
Wake
right.
up on your fucking floor going, what the fuck happened? Where the fuck have I been? And what have I done?
And why do I feel like I partied so hard?
Yeah. Mom walks by you and he goes, oh, I hit your ass with the fucking bedpan, so you fucking shut the fuck up.
Oh, thanks, Mom. You're the best.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the relationship I'm at with my mother now. But again, I'm gonna try not to get too personal today. We got a little too personal the other day on Monday. That was a tad bit uncomfortable, but it was stuff that needed to be talked about. So whatever. So it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
1 day away from St. Patty's Day.
Oh, you mean pretend you're Irish Day?
Yeah.
Fuck, I just split my cashew.
Probably should have volunteered to help out at the Riff Fest, or that Rift event they're doing.
Oh yeah, what's that?
They're having it at a bar, so it's basically like, party.
Right.
St. Patty's Day, hang out with the Rift people.
What goes on every St. Patty's Day?
Yeah, and, if I volunteered, would have been just to set up their equipment, make sure everything's working and stuff.
Everybody gets fucking stupid drunk, and they pretend that they're Irish.
Yeah. Speaking of school, the other day,
Uh-huh.
we were shooting stand-ups, bridges and closes,
Yeah?
which is basically like the introduction, what's up next, and, closing it out and saying, thanks for listening, buy my stuff, www.whatever.com.
Mm-hmm. Cashew?
And the ideas that the group I was in came up with were just some of the most cheesiest ideas known to man. Like every stand up and everything we shot, we had someone hand off the mic to make it all look, stupid and cheesy. But
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, don't it?
it was one of those shots we got. I started off behind a vending machine, and so the guy would record it. Other guy would tap on the wall and be like, "Hey, man, you're on." So I'd come stumbling out from behind the vending machine, going like, "Oh, I just got done taking a nap," and then energy immediately hits me, and I point to the camera. I'm like, "You thought that was enough, but here's some more."
See if you can harness some of that energy today, huh?
I'll try. I just gotta get into it.
No, I mean, I know. I do too, and I understand. I mean, holy fuck, man. I'm just so fucking... Every time we do this show, man, I'm just so tired.
Yeah, and my opening was, I started off behind a bush. Kind of like I fell asleep there, like your friendly neighborhood hobo rapist.
Oh, Hobo Jim?
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Yeah. I based
Good guy.
most of my life off of Hobo Jim.
Hobo Jim.
So,
What a good guy. Stand-up guy.
So yeah, I got up from behind the bush, like I fell asleep there, and conveniently there was this weird looking stick I was using to like point and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like the most impromptu. Find the random guy on the street and make him do something for a cheap amount of money.
Or a cheap amount of likes.
Yeah, like the guy who got punched 37 times on the vulgar display of power.
How much money did they offer him?
$10 per punch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, how many times did he get punched?
It's in the 30s.
Uh-huh.
I've seen 31, 32.
A couple more, he probably would have ended up with brain damage.
Yeah.
There goes my cashew.
Vinnie Paul said, I think, like 32 times, and then you got Rex Brown saying 37.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, but they never met the guy.
Well, that's what just makes it better, I guess.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I got a mouthful of cashews. This is so unprofessional. Then again, not like it matters.
Yeah.
So it's a relatively nice day. Sun's out. It's nice, kind of warmer out there.
No, it's still kind of cold.
It's kind of cold, but kind of not, you know?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's
that perfect equilibrium.
says real feel is 22 degrees outside.
That's hot.
Kind of cloudy.
That's sexy.
Yeah.
Just me all hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered.
Yeah.
I woke up today with
Okay.
I was gonna say a raging morning wood. But that's not true.
But don't we all, though?
Sometimes if if you're feeling up to it.
I always wake up with morning wood on Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah, but it doesn't fucking matter because I fucking work a shitty job all weekend, so. Yeah, you fucking people out there. They're like, oh my god, you're one step closer to the weekend. Let me tell you something, people. You have no idea how good you have it, okay? If you don't have to work all fucking weekend, good for you. But count your fucking blessings. Because you never know when the day will come when someone will just yank that shit away from you like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck in an existential crisis every weekend.
I can't wait to go back to that shitty job. Because I'll actually get an answer before I get someone to call me back for an interview for a different job.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but,
It seems like nobody has any sense of urgency these days, do they?
No.
Yeah.
No, they put help wanted signs in front of their store. You apply and then they wait a month.
Experience wanted. But shouldn't I have a job in this field to gain experience?
Yeah. Like, I sent an application to Pizza Hut. They said help wanted.
Pizza the Hut?
Yeah, Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
Jabba the Hut.
Pizza the Jabba the Hut.
Yeah, and so I sent them in an application, and I haven't got a call back yet.
Wow.
Yeah. That and multiple other places, but...
Don't you just love getting fucked on a daily basis?
Yeah, I love it. I'm used to it by now. But
Yeah. Well, at least somebody's, laying the pipe every now and again, right?
Yeah, but I need to be wined and dined first before I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to make an event out of it.
If you're gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair.
Yeah.
Fucking saw that on a bumper sticker yesterday. My sister and I went to the bank, and we cut through the Walmart parking lot,
Yeah.
and that was on the
Which
back
Walmart?
of some Jeep Trailblazer, and I'm like, wow, only at Walmart.
Yeah, only at Walmart you'll find your crack users and meth dealers.
Shoot your local meth dealer.
Yeah.
Finally, a fucking cause I can rally behind. Jesus Christ.
Hmm?
A cause I can rally behind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Any cause that's worth running up in arms is worth fighting for.
So they say.
Yeah, that's how they get people to fight for the army.
Yay!
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong. I love vets. I love people who go to the army. Top-notch respect for them. But if you get someone who's 31, who's already set in their ways, and has, morals and beliefs,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to get them to forget about killing people.
That's true.
That's why I'm pretty sure they advertise to 18-year-olds, because they're easy to manipulate. And
Oh, yeah. They're not done being manipulated yet.
Yeah, easy to manipulate, and, easier to teach them to forget about killing people.
Yeah.
So they don't snap, and like that one Army vet in Houston that snapped and started shooting at people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started off in a gas station, shot some of the patrons, and enough bullets were flying where the gas station blew up.
I don't think I heard about this.
It's because they don't want you to hear about it.
That figures. What else don't you want me to know, government? You tell me.
All the background dealings and
Oh, what is this?
All the secret bombings.
Oh, another fucking... Whoa! What happened to my computer here?
Destabilization of other countries because it's our fault. Even though the populace doesn't want that to happen, but it's it's not up to the populace anymore. It's up to the people who.
It hasn't been up to the populace in like what, 40-some years?
Yeah, it's up to the people who just spend their entire lives.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Background deals.
Jesus Christ! I hope they didn't fuck with the thingy here.
I hope not.
I mean, I can still hear everything. So
yeah.
Fucking every once in a while.
Minor technical difficulties.
Every single time I turn this fucking computer on, it always, every single time without fail, always seems to tell me, "Oh, your computer's running out of space. There's no storage space. Free up some storage space."
That's exactly.
Yet every fucking time, every goddamn time that I try to shut up, every goddamn time that I try to free up some space, it's not enough. Because this laptop right here is the most bottom of the barrel laptop, and it was a fucking Christmas gift. I hate to be that guy that bitches about his Christmas gift, because I was I'm sorry, it wasn't a Christmas gift, it was a birthday gift, and I was just grateful. At this point, I'm 22 years old. I'm grateful to get anything for my fucking birthday. But if I could make one complaint about this thing, would it have killed you to have gotten one with just a little bit more storage space? Because let's see how much storage space I actually have.
Yeah, my phone has the same thing, but when I first got it, it already had a bunch of apps on it.
Yeah, you got to get like a fucking SD card and shit, and that's a fucking pain in the ass. All right, look, right here, OS Drive C, okay. 28 gigabytes of storage.
And
do you know how much that one has? That one's my sister's computer right there. You know how much that one has?
How much?
500. 500 compared to 28. What the fuck can I do with 28 gigabytes of storage?
It's like a phone.
It basically is a phone, and of course, yeah, you can buy external hard drives and all that shit. But you know how much they cost?
A lot.
Yeah, fucking. I'm not about to drop $300 on a fucking external hard drive. At least not yet, anyway. But the point is, I shouldn't have to do that because I do a lot with this computer. I fucking store episodes on here. I edit them, and hell, even Monday when we did this, I was having trouble with my editing software.
Which one do you use?
FilmShare.
Okay.
Which never gave me any problems. Spent $60 fucking on that shit. And then all of a sudden on Monday, after you left and we finished, it wouldn't let me create the video file. And I must have did it, I don't know, 18, 19 times before I finally fucking threw it aside and used my sister's computer because I was just so fucking fed up. I had to use fucking Movie Maker and shit.
Yeah, I wish I could say I could help you with that, but all my knowledge really just revolves around the editing software, Adobe Premiere.
That's okay.
And
that's
Adobe
absolutely, that's alright. You can't fix what's already broken. Because this thing was fucking broken from the moment I got it.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever...
Oh, same with my computer, the one I got for my birthday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I open it up, I use it, and the battery dies in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit. This computer, man, as soon as I first... Oh, I got a terrible taste in my mouth. Hold on. Oh, God.
Was that from the cashews or from the coffee?
From the cashews. I think somebody fucking ashed in the cashew fucking...
Are they unsalted or...?
No, they're salted.
They are?
But I think somebody fucking mistakenly ashed in the fucking...
Oh, ashed.
Yeah, like, ashed a cigarette.
Yeah.
This house is full of fucking smokers, so I think somebody ashed right in the little bowl here. Apologies, everybody.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ugh, that was fucking disgusting. Hold on, I'm gonna go throw this shit out.
It's weird how you're having that reaction and I'm not.
Well, then maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I mean, you've pretty much tasted ash before, haven't you?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I have not.
Yeah, the only.
Ugh.
Yeah,
it's even worse than the other day. I had a gallon of chocolate milk in my refrigerator, and I hadn't touched it for a couple days, but it expired on March the 12th. The day was March 9th.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna be fine for a couple more days, whatever. Ooh. My apologies, everybody. So I pour the glass of chocolate milk, not thinking anything of it. And honest to God, it tasted like fucking laundry soap.
Really?
Yeah. That's what happens when chocolate milk, store-bought chocolate milk expire.
Is it store brand?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's the reason, but that might be the reason.
No, it was tasting fine, before that. But as soon as that time rolled around, when I hadn't touched it for a couple days, man.
Yeah.
It just tasted straight up, dead ass like laundry soap.
I forgot. I'm gonna check and see if everything sounds okay.
Sure, man.
On the,
Yeah, better to do it now when we're 15 minutes in than
yeah.
as opposed to when we're 2 hours in. So
Yeah.
God knows I can't stick to a pattern to save my life. So
Who needs them?
yeah, who needs them? Life's not all about patterns and routines.
Well, if you honestly think it's that way, it's it gets boring after a real long time.
Yeah, it does. You got that right, my buddy.
Yeah.
My buddy. Dude, listen to the fucking sound of my voice. I'm so fucking tired.
That's a delay on there.
Yeah, it's usually delayed by a couple of seconds, but
Okay.
you know. Fucking radio shit.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Broadcasting bullshit. It's the same with talking on the phone. You ever talked with somebody on the phone when you're in the same house? Like, say if you're in that room over there and someone calls you from the basement, and then it's like that quick, like half-second delay, and it like trips you out.
Not like that, but I mean,
But even then, that one's a bit of a steep delay.
yeah, because we practice remotes, which are just say like a radio station goes out and does something that's not in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So all that equipment. So if you have the headphones on while you're doing a remote, there's a delay in the headphones. So if you're wearing the headphones, you start talking, and then you start to hear yourself after you're halfway through, and that just fucks with you.
Yep. I'm sure it's not nearly as bad as when we do this, though. Although I will say that I notice when I use these headphones as opposed to the headphones we first started with. Yeah, I noticed that the delay isn't as prominent as it used to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really, really sketchy stuff. Oh man. Welcome to the Hangover Show, everybody. Might as well just fucking ditch the children name and call it the fucking Hangover Show, because I've been fucking, even though I didn't drink last night that much.
I only had a little bit. I had about a conservative amount.
What is a conservative amount?
18 beers, 19 shots of whatever, 26 daiquiris.
Daiquiris. What is this, the 40s?
Yeah.
Or the 50s?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
I want my alcohol to taste like strawberries.
I would like a Manhattan, please.
What is that?
You know, it's another fucking drink from the 40s and 50s.
Oh,
Manhattan. I forget what's in it, but...
Give me a cosmopolitan.
A cosmopolitan.
And a
Cosmopolitan.
And a Long Island Licely. And for those who don't know, you just replace every letter of Long Island iced tea with L.
Long Island Lice Tea.
Well, it'd be is Island?
Licely.
Island starts with an I, right?
Yeah. It does. It does. Oh my god.
My dumb ass just forgot that right here.
That's alright.
Forgot, because,
do you know how many...
lowercase I's look like lowercase L. No, capital I's look like lowercase L's.
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you what, though. I've done forgot a lot of things when I've been in a public forum like this. For instance, I've forgotten how to speak.
Yes.
I've forgotten how to speak fluently. I've forgotten not to shit my pants. I've forgotten not to throw up in the nearest trash bin. So, yeah, I know all about that. I know what it feels like.
Feels what?
Huh?
What?
What? I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. I gotta wake up. I've only been... Okay, what time is it now? 1:44. I've been up for about a half an hour now.
Oh, yeah, I woke up.
I was still in bed. I was still in bed when I messaged you.
Oh. Jesus.
Yeah. I had to get my morning beat-off session in, but, you know, I had to change the time on my grandmother's car. So maybe that's why my equilibrium's all thrown off.
Yeah.
Couldn't get my morning nut in.
So recently, a bunch of schools allowed their children to walk out.
Yeah.
In memoriam of the 17 dead and in a protest gun reform.
Oh yeah.
Or gun control. What's your opinion on that?
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know because I only saw bits and pieces of it as it unfolded yesterday.
Yeah.
Now I didn't see if any of the students were speaking or anything. I'm sure if one of them was speaking, then one of them obviously, probably, more than likely had something extremely stupid to say, and I probably would have ripped him apart. But usually I try to keep my nose out of those sort of affairs.
I don't think any of them said anything. I think it was just a glorified day off.
Fuck, man. Senior skip day ain't got nothing on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You know what I did for senior skip day?
What?
I went home.
Same.
I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything.
Same. I think senior skip day, me and my friends went up to IHOP.
That's fun.
Or the last day, we all just kind of like left early and went to IHOP.
Well, all my friends went to different schools. I went to Chippewa Valley. They all went to either Utica or Dakota. So couldn't really spend too much time with my friends.
They're all shitty schools.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just about every public school in this general vicinity and others are just absolute garbage.
Yeah, and people like to argue that because Dakota likes to valiantly display the awards they've gotten. Like from the Washington Post, I think they got an award from 2014 to be the most challenging high school in Michigan.
Most challenging high school? What?
Yeah, and I'm like, that's kind of bullshit.
Okay, fuck. What fits the criteria for
That's a good
most
question.
challenging? I don't. Me no understando.
Me neither.
All right.
I don't understand that shit at all.
Que habla?
Okay.
I don't know what I just fucking said. I don't speak
Donde
Spanish.
está aquí?
What?
I don't know. I think that means where am I?
Where am I?
Where am I now?
You're in my kitchen.
Aquí.
We're not in my basement today. Finally, thank fucking God.
Oh.
Because man, I was listening to the last episode and the echo is just
Obnoxious.
Yeah, obnoxious. But then again, I mean, you know, we've got big ass ceilings in here.
No, you got a nice looking house. You got a nice looking place.
Thank you. I decorated it myself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I had some help, but even though my eyes are closed as I'm talking right now, but I'm just envisioning the walls around me that I fucking spent hours painting.
Oh, your eyes are closed because you're thinking.
I
because
can't
you're stoned?
keep my goddamn eyes open.
I thought you were high.
No, I might as well be, but shit. No, dude, I'm just fucking tired, man. Yeah. I just cannot seem to. Okay, this is the thing I really need to do now doing this show going forward is I need to not sleep in until fucking 1 in the afternoon because I shouldn't be first of all, I shouldn't be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
And second of all, it'll get me more wired and more prepared for having to do this show. More wired. You know, fuck it. Why don't we just start doing fucking bumps of coke on the table? We'll just fucking throw on the best show ever. How about that?
Okay.
All right. As long as you're down.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it once.
Do it once. I'll do anything just about once. Except for crack. I won't do that once. Crack is whack.
Crack is whack.
Crack.
Had to come back to
had
to come back to the cookout to get the hookup.
I'm at the cookout, so look out.
Cookout, look out, hook up. You ever been at that family gathering and you just don't want to be there and you hate everyone and you just
I would say that I hate everyone if I knew everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, but my mom's side of the family, they're all Eastern Europeans. They're all crazy. I don't even deal with them, most of them, except for like a few. Yeah. Okay, except for my cousins and shit that I actually genuinely care about. And then on my dad's side of the family, all a bunch of wops, Dagos, Italians, you know. So everybody's named either Peter or Paul. They're all married to girls named Marie, and all that shit. And by the time you get finished meeting everybody, you think you're drunk.
Be like, hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Peter. Fucking 3 Peters stand up like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, 15
what's
people
going
just
on?
go, What are you talking about? Get your walk in here.
That's exact, man. Growing up with an Italian family is, and the worst part is, I never even see these people. The only time I would see these people is when somebody died.
Yeah.
And everybody would fucking converse on the funeral home, and they'll go, "Oh, Nick, this is your cousin Mary. This is your cousin Francis. This is your cousin Marie." And I'm like, "How you doing, Marie? I've never met you a day in my life.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Marie?"
So you're like, why should I care?
I don't know. I mean, I know some of them because, like, they would always sit there and be like, "Oh, I knew you when you were just this tall."
I hate that because I'm like, I don't know you when I was that tall.
I mean, some of them I do remember, some of them I don't. But the ones I don't remember, they're just like, "Oh, I remember you. You were such a little young guy. You were so handsome and full of energy." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Thanks for
Who are you? I don't know you.
Thanks for reminding me for what I used to be.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of the spark I once used to have that faded away into adulthood. Existential crisis. But yeah, man, growing up in an Italian family is just, it's absolutely bonkers because there's just so fucking many of them and they all have the same names.
I bet.
Oh my god, man.
You want to, back to the school topic. One of the shots we shot the other day,
Yeah.
we were shooting a bridge. So, we came up with the idea to have the guy who had to be on the mic in some guy's trunk. And conveniently, the other guy in our group had a van.
Oh, yeah?
So we put him in the back of a van in the trunk. And it's just, so we start recording. Guy opens the trunk, and he's just sitting there with the weirdest face. Kind of like, it looks staged. And it just looks weird. As soon as the trunk opened, I had to look away because I was going to break out laughing.
Better than what I did when I was in the back of a van once.
Oh,
I got it on.
Were you fucking?
Yeah, in the middle of traffic.
Nice.
Fucking
Nice.
girl I was dating at the time, me and Garrison went to pick her up from her work. And I don't even remember how we got on the topic, but we were talking about, banging and shit. And we were like, yeah, it's real good exercise or whatever. And I'm sitting in the front seat. Garrison's in the driver's seat. And we've told this story on the show before, but I don't think you've ever heard this story, so I'm going to tell you. So a couple minutes in, she goes, "Hey, Nick, why don't you come on back here and exercise with me?" And I'm like, so I look over at Garrison. I'm like, is that okay? And he gives me the nod of approval. I fucking grab him like I'm about to kiss him. I'm like, "I fucking love you, man." And I dive in the back of the van, and we start doing the whoopee, and we pull up the hanky panky, yeah. And we pull up to Joe's house. Okay, mind you, Garrison's got the music blaring. The van's kind of hopping around a little bit, but not too much to where it's noticeable. Yeah. We pull up to Joe's house. Okay, front seat's empty. He goes to get in the back. He opens the door. Garrison goes, "Get in the front seat!" He's like, "Oh, okay, all right." He's like, "Get in the front seat now!" Joe gets in the front seat, and Garrison goes, "Eyes forward." And Joe's like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Is everything okay?" Garrison's like, "Eyes forward." And Joe's just bewildered. He's like, "What the fuck is going on? Please tell me." And Garrison tells him about what's going on in the back of the van, and he's like, "Oh, gotcha." So we drive around for, shit. We were back there for a long time.
Nice.
I don't even, because he had one of those really old vans from the 90s. They had the curtains on it and the blinds and
shit.
So we had total privacy, blanket over us. So we get to a red light. I think he said we were at 19 and Hayes or something like that. And we're I'm sorry, I can't think about the story without laughing, but we're sitting at the traffic light, and music's blaring out the window. All the windows are down and shit. Van's rocking back and forth in the middle of the lane. People are looking over. Garrison looks over like, what the fuck are you looking at? Nothing to see here, chump. That was probably one of the best memories I have.
I discovered a comedian the other day.
Oh, yeah?
His name is Joey Coco Davis.
Joey Coco Davis.
Or David or something.
Is he Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
No, he's he's the stereotypical from Jersey, Italian Guido gangster.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's funny as fuck.
No shit.
Yeah, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Fucking love Joe Rogan.
Oh, same. Fucking love it.
Another inspiration for this show. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. And he's talking about how he was splitting 1,000 milligram edible with some guy. So 500 G's.
Jesus Christ.
And he's talking about, he's like, oh, that motherfucker hit me. It betrayed me. Because he was talking about how he was sitting on the couch and he was just stuffing pirate booty, you know, the cheese puffs.
Yeah.
And just eating pears. Pirates
As
booty
we have
pears.
a bowl of pears on
Pirates
this
booty
table.
Peaches. I know.
I've never seen
this and it was fucking funny as fuck.
Speaking of peaches, do you peel peaches?
I think you could eat them whole.
Because I've seen people bite into those bitches like an apple.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how in the hell can you do that? Because I tried doing that once. I fucking damn near thought I broke my teeth when I bit into a peach.
God
damn, it was so good.
No, I bet. Fuck, what was it? I watched a video that you could actually eat an apple whole.
Yeah.
Like, and everything. So I'm like, my dumb ass
core and all?
tried. Yeah. My dumb ass tried that. Disgusting.
Yeah. That's, oh man, I couldn't even imagine eating an apple core. I always imagine, like, if you try to eat that shit, it'll get, like, lodged in your throat and people have to do, like, the Heimlich on you, like in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I've never seen Wolf of Wall Street.
You've never seen Wolf of Wall
I'm not a fan of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But he was really good in that movie, man. He really made it believable.
Yeah.
That movie is just 100% all around, through and through, beginning to end, just pure, unadulterated debauchery.
That was Tarantino, right?
I think it was Scorsese.
Well, that explains that.
Yeah, he's the one who did,
Brilliant.
you know, Goodfellas. Scorsese is a brilliant director.
Yeah, brilliant.
And he fucking really hit the nail on Wolf of Wall Street, because that whole movie, from beginning to end, is just nothing but debauchery. Fucking people getting high, getting laid, getting rich, getting poor, all that good shit.
Yeah, getting poor is so much fun.
Well, the people in question are getting rich, while their clients are getting poor.
So
That's what's
dirty background shit.
Pump and dump.
Pump and
Excuse
dunk.
me, I
So
said
have
pump and
sex
dunk.
and then take
No. It's like it's a Wall Street thing. It's like oh, okay, yeah. It took me a second to register, but yeah, I got it. But no, it's like a Wall Street thing where they like basically sell you shit, like penny stocks. What penny stocks are basically like countries that can't get listed on NASDAQ, companies that can't get listed on NASDAQ. And so they're basically like 6 cents a share, you know, stuff like that, really lowball stuff. But they would like, you know, present them or build them up to be like
big things.
Like in one example, he starts at this fucking shithole after his firm on Wall Street closes down. Jordan Leo, the main character.
Yeah.
So he goes into this like little sleazy shithole full of all these like guys who are just schmucks. You know, and he tells them about all that, and he tells them about like the penny stocks and shit. And basically, with a penny stock, you make 50% commission.
Okay.
So, say if you sold 10,000 shares of a penny stock, you get 5,000 in commission. So what he does is he gets on the phone with somebody, and he's like, and he tells them about one of the stocks, and he goes, "Yeah, Aerotine International. It's so cool. Like they make radar detectors out of their basement when you call their main line. Their grandmother Dorothy answers." And so he gets on the phone with one of the clients, and he's like, something came across my desk that was brilliant. Shut up, you piece of shit. I hate this computer so much, but it's necessary for the continuation of this show. Anywho's.
Because they got an app on the App Store.
I know, but that's what we used to use, and
it's
it's not as advanced as this.
Okay.
This is probably the most advanced thing we've ever used since we started this show.
Sorry.
Any Hoosers.
Any hosers?
He's on the phone with this client guy, and he's like, yeah, something came across my desk that was amazing. Aerotime International, the next generation of radar detectors that have military and civilian applications. And he's like basically lying to this guy, and he gets him to sell he gets him to like invest in like 2,000 shares or whatever. And as he's on the phone with this guy, like everybody's looking at him like, what the fuck? And he's like, because like they're all like a bunch of schmucks, don't know what they're doing. So he hangs up the phone. Immediately, one of the guys behind him at the desk, they're all like, he's got a crowd watching. He goes, how'd you fucking do that? That was such a good movie. I love that movie.
I bet. It's just the things I've seen Leo in. He's really just screaming his lines.
Yeah.
Not like anything noteworthy. Not like what is it, Guilford's Grapes or whatever.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah, that I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't seen The Revenant.
That's fair enough.
I haven't seen anything where everyone's like, "Oh my god."
He was really good in The Revenant. That's actually the movie that got him his first Oscar. So
I remember the meme circling that the bear was going to get the Oscar.
Yeah. The bear should have got the Oscar.
He should.
Yeah.
Whoever played that CGI bear.
But that was a really good movie. I mean, yeah, say what you want about, Leo, but there's certain movies where he's in where he just makes it totally believable because he just immerses himself in whatever role he happens to have. That's why I think he's a really great actor.
Yeah, like in Django Unchained, haven't seen that either, but there was the point where he slams his hand.
Yep, and his fist starts actually bleeding.
Yeah, because he actually smashed a glass up or whatever.
And he fucking cut himself. Like, so bad, like, he almost passed out, but he finished the fucking scene.
Yeah, and that's some good shit.
That's the type of shit I aspire to be, you know what I mean? That's, like, the benchmark.
Yeah, and, like, in Lord of the Rings, the second movie, when Aragorn kicks that helmet, after he thinks all the hobbits are dead, he actually broke his toe while filming that, and that scream that came afterwards it played out very well.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I'm still waiting for Netflix to put the Two Towers on.
Yeah, because they got Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, and I've watched Fellowship of the Ring.
I gotta watch that tonight.
Yeah, my binge last week. You remember that a couple weeks ago, where like all I did was watch Fellowship because there was nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm just I'll be fucking 1,000 years old by the time they put the Two Towers on Netflix. God damn, dude. I'm just sitting here waiting, getting old, getting gray.
Two Towers is my favorite out of the three. Even though everyone says it's like the worst one. It's my favorite one.
Well, they all said Attack of the Clones was the worst Star Wars movie, but I still loved it.
Worst Star Wars movie is the first one. Phantom Menace.
That's not the first one, but yes, I see what you're saying.
Like, I mean, in, episode 1. I know it's not the first one. The first one was amazing.
Okay. Now, state your reasoning.
What, for Phantom Menace sucking?
Yes. Because I love that movie.
The same reason that everyone else. Well, I get why like you and I like it, but people who grew up seeing the first one in like theaters and how magical and how how big in fantasy it was, and then episode 1 rolls around, they have Jar Jar Binks, which no one likes, and then they also introduced the midichlorians, which kind of took away the thought that anybody could be a Jedi if they just trained hard enough. That's true. It's all decided at birth. With
I gotta give you that. Yeah.
Other than that, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I just don't like how.
See, that's the thing though. I'm a bit of a sucker for prequels. Stuff that happened before the original story.
No, yeah, I'm saying.
But
that's why the Hobbit movies were great.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen the last one though.
I've never seen any of them, man. When those movies were popular and they were just coming out, I kind of fell out with Lord of the Rings. That's why I watched Fellowship so much, because like I forgot just about everything that happened in those movies, because when I first saw them, I was really young, I'm like, enthralled by cool visual effects and shit. But then like as an adult, you sit down and watch the movie and you're like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like pretty good writing and things like that.
I remember watching the first Hobbit movie.
Yeah.
And of course, me being a Lord of the Rings fan, they were in the forest before they meet the elves, before Orlando Bloom comes out and does his thing.
I forgot that Orlando Bloom plays Legolas.
Yeah, and so all the spiders and shit, and then they're captured, and they all got their bows drawn. It's like, what the fuck are a couple of dwarves doing here? And then I think off one of the doors, I forget the guy's name, but it's pulls out. What's that thing like people wear around their neck, like a necklace that you open it up and it has a picture of someone you love? Or
locket.
Yeah. So he had a locket. They pull it up. He's like, "Who the fuck is this?" He's like, "That's my son, Gimli." I'm like,
Gimli!
Oh,
Gimli! Son of Glowing, yeah! My boy.
Yeah, no, that was some great shit. I fucking went off. My mom didn't understand it because she was watching it too.
References! Yeah!
Like, fucking Gimli! Oh, and it's cool too because did Skyrim, you ever play Skyrim?
Yeah. I actually just re-downloaded it the other day.
Oh, I'm playing the fuck out of that right now. When you're doing the Civil War quests,
yeah.
If you're fighting with the Stormcloaks, after you take Whiterun, if you talk to Ralof, he's like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure I've killed more than you. I was counting." Now, what's that a reference to?
Oh, you're gonna pull this shit on me when I'm fucking half asleep?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh.
When Gimli and Legolas were fighting, side by side, and they were counting.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, I killed more than you.
Which one was that?
I'm pretty sure that was either 2 or 3.
Yeah, see,
I don't think it was 3. It was either 2.
I haven't watched Two Towers and Return of the King as in depth as Fellowship.
And it wasn't in Fellowship?
No, I don't think it was in Fellowship.
So then it was probably in Two Towers.
No, because it wasn't in Fellowship. But damn, Fellowship was such a good fucking movie, man.
I know, dude.
Like, you remember that scene when they're running from that big demon thing?
Yes.
Just how ominous the whole thing was. That was probably one of my favorite scenes in that movie.
Oh, you're talking about the "You
shall not pass." Yeah, but of course, everybody references that scene.
Then,
but I mean the build up to all of that. When they're running down the stairs and shit, and this thing's fucking coming at him. Orcs are shooting arrows at him and shit.
Then he's hanging on because it gets him with the whip.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Run, you fools,
run!"
Then I
fucking falls down into the pits of hell.
And I like how Family Guy kind of parodied that. Parodied that. Yeah, with Hubert and fucking in that tree.
Yeah,
where he's just going down that giant pit of hell and he's just like beating it with his fucking walker. All that to get some child ass.
Oh my god. Another really good scene in that movie was the introduction of the Nazgul. Remember that? The fucking big fucking horse riders, the ring wraiths. Fucking
the
banshee squeals.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
Is that like in the beginning, like when they're running through the forest?
Yeah, like in the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
When Frodo and Sam and Merry and Pippin first, start, doing their Hobbit thing.
Yeah.
Going
first
up,
breakfast,
fucking destroy the ring and shit.
Second breakfast.
But what about second breakfast?
And third winter, and fourth winter. Which honestly seems we're about to have another fourth winter.
Oh, shut up! You know what this whole winter has felt like? It's felt like you get into an argument with somebody, and then it goes away, and then the winter storms back in and goes, and another thing. Every fucking couple weeks. And that's honest to God, that is what this whole winter has felt like.
Yeah, I've honestly felt like we're in Norway.
Yeah.
Or like Sweden or something.
Well, you might as well start yourself a black metal band.
I know, dude.
Yeah,
it was great.
Bring some churches, bro.
It was great because I saw Dark Funeral and it was cold as fuck outside.
Fucking most fitting thing I've ever heard.
I know. It'd be even better if it was like a mortal or like a Both or something. No, a Both, not a mortal.
There's only one Abbot.
Yeah, there's only one of them. Yeah, I'd rather see him than Immortal because he plays, stuff from his one album he has out and a lot of the Immortal stuff.
Yeah, and
I just don't think Demonos is just a good enough
Did you just
vocalist.
Chair?
No.
Okay,
that wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
Oh fuck.
Maybe I'm just hearing imaginary farts.
No, I heard that.
That's the inner 5-year-old in me.
I heard that.
Well, these are vinyl chairs,
It's probably me just
Yeah, see, hear that? Yeah. Do a little booty shake action on this show. Booty shaking a chair. Make it rain, sluts! Oh man, The
Have I
obvious,
ever met
the
a
obvious,
slut and
no,
had
no,
sex with
no, no,
her?
no, no. The obvious answer is probably no. But have you ever been to a titty bar?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so, man. People, and I haven't either, but like, I don't know, because my buddy of mine, AJ, he's been to a few, as far as I know, and just the way he describes it, man, just doesn't sound appealing to me.
You mean strip club, right?
Yeah, titty bars, strip clubs.
I was making sure I'm not firing on all cylinders.
No, you're good. Gentlemen's club, as it's commonly referred to.
Oh, the gentleman's club where you just go drink beer and admire the womanly form.
Yep, and they fucking grind all over you till you start throwing hundreds at them. That's how they make their money.
Yeah. I'm paying my way through college. You're stripping.
Then again, I don't know how that whole thing works.
Oh, me neither. Because
Would you like a refill on your water, sir?
I'm an ugly man.
Same.
Who will not be showcasing any of the so-called quote goods end quote to anybody.
Would you like a refill on your water, sir?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, because I sure as fuck do.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Mi casa es su casa.
Whatever the fuck that means in that
My
communist
house is your
language.
house.
I didn't know you speak communist. Yeah, because, apparently everybody hates Mexicans these days.
Well, I'm not Mexican, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. People hate me regardless, so it's fine.
Who cares?
It's all good in the hood, I said to myself, knowing full well that there were many socioeconomic problems going on within the hood.
Yeah, there's so many more problems going on besides, what they're painting it to be.
Look at this shit. Look how cloudy that is.
I know, man.
That's fucking tap water right there. This is all I've had to drink for like the last 3 weeks.
I wouldn't drink that.
Well, what am I supposed to do? There's fucking 1 gallon of milk that's got like no milk in it. We got chocolate almond milk, but that tastes like ass on its own. And usually we have, pop or water out in the garage at any given time. But I've been slacking. Haven't gotten any water.
Ah, you slacker.
Slacker. Yeah, I'm a fucking slacker.
Slacker.
Slithered little snack.
Yeah, making Yu-Gi-Oh! GX references.
Ha 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 ha.
I know, it's me being a stupid nerd.
No, you're fine. That's what this show is all about. Being a stupid nerd in the comfort of, my home, but in the comfort of your own home.
In the comfort of 2 Joels who suffer from unslagchlorosis.
What the fuck is that?
Exactly.
All right, cool.
Oh, no, you should know that. No, I don't think you should.
No.
I mean, if you start playing Skyrim, you'll hear it.
Do you realize how long it's been since I've played Skyrim?
No, it's just me being a nerd and
I understand.
And learning.
Actually, the game I'm maining right now is the Master Chief Collection. I'm fucking starting to play through all the Halos again.
On Legendary, of course, right?
No.
Then
because the last
we
time
have nothing to talk
because
about.
Fuck you. First of all, second of all, the last time I played Halo all the way through on Legendary, I threw the controller down and didn't pick it up for 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the easiest one on what?
I get so frustrated when it comes to games, man. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I wouldn't even be... If I wanted to start a YouTube channel for that shit, I couldn't, because it would just be me shouting profanities all the time. Not that this show is any different,
You
but...
motherfucker, I thought I killed you!
Pretty much. I mean, especially when you're dealing with the flood in the first game,
Oh,
and they don't stay down,
yeah.
and then you got those little fucking...
The library level?
Yeah, and then the fucking... creepy crawly things crawling
Yeah.
around you fucking every 5 minutes. You either got a shotgun and your assault rifle and you're just... But they don't fucking die. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking hate that shit.
Maybe-
Even on easy, man, I was having a tough time with it last night.
Really?
Yeah, because I like to start from easy and then work my way up to legendary. Especially since I haven't played those games since I was a wee lad.
I've been playing those games since I've been a wee lad. I still play them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I jumped in at the hardest difficulty.
That's probably why. Either that or you hate yourself. That's in my case.
That's another story for a different day.
Yeah, I've been maining that for the last couple of days.
Oh, which one are you playing right now?
I'm almost finished with Combat Evolved.
Okay.
I'm on the last.
Are you playing in old graphics or new graphics?
I switch.
You
can switch.
I know. I'm just saying which one you mainly play.
New graphics.
I've mainly played old graphics.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole nostalgia thing.
Because because I don't remember vividly, but I remember playing the original Halo back when it first came out.
Yeah.
And then Halo 2 when that came out, and then Halo 3 when that first came out.
I remember the Halo 3 is when I really started to jump into it.
And then they ruined
when Halo was at its apex. Yeah. When that was all anybody talked about, man, is when Halo 3 came out. I remember those days quite fondly.
And then Bungie sold it to 343.
Thanks.
And then fucking ruined it.
You ever watch that show on YouTube that was really popular a bunch of years ago called RB and the Chief?
Yes.
That was a good show.
That was a great show.
I love that show.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to marathon that show one of these days. I got a couple days left on my vacation, so might as well. Hell, I'll probably do that. Well, actually, no. After you leave, you shouldn't be throwing shit around. I'm going to finish, because right where I got to last night, you had to, open up this, vent core on the Pillar of Autumn. To, destroy Halo, you know?
Oh, so you're on the Maw.
Yeah. And, fuck. And that took me an hour and a half because I kept falling down. Because, where the vent core is it's on these two big...
Are you talking about the ending where those things come out, or those things you have to blow up inside the vents?
Yeah. And you have to throw a grenade or a rocket in there.
Yeah.
I just got past that, and I forget what I was supposed to do. Or, I think... I don't remember where I was because it was 3 in the morning. Holy shit, I need to go to bed. That's probably why I'm so fucking tired. It's because I spent 2 hours trying to blow up this fucking vent core to no avail, and I'm just throwing grenades at it come on, blow up, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's hard.
And meanwhile, you've got sentinels coming from the ceiling.
It's hard.
You've got flood coming from the fucking everywhere, and you're just, it's so stressful.
Yeah, it is hard with the grenades.
Yeah, it is stressful. Well, because Cortana says that there's an armory at the the entrance of the engine room.
Yeah.
But I can never find it.
Yeah, I know, that's weird. They don't give you a waypoint to that.
They don't. They really. That's a lot of that game is and I mean I think it's a little bit better, but I also think it's kind of crappy how they don't really give you waypoints because some of the time you're just kind of shuffling around where do I go?
Yeah, it's exactly the same way in Kingdom Come Deliverance.
And another thing I noticed too, going back through that game again, is just a lot of the levels, man. They look the same after a while. When you're going on Covenant ships and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's that one level when you're trying to get to the control room of Halo, and you're going through all those canyons in the snow and shit, and every building you go into and every room you cross is just exactly the same. It looks exactly like the last one.
Are you talking about the Halo 3 ending?
No. Halo 1. Combat Evolved.
What? Which level is that?
The one, it's right after you find the map room.
Okay, so that's the fourth one, the cartographer.
The silent cartographer, yeah. It's right after that. And everything is snowing and there's snow everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you cross the bridges and go into each room each time, not only is it frustrating, but they all look the same, man. Every room that you go through, it just...
Yeah, where you're going around, blowing up those things, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's been a real long time since I played Halo 1.
I know, man.
Halo 2, though, is fucking great.
Yeah.
I like how Halo 1, the last level, you drive off in a Warthog and, escape, and then Halo 3, you do the same thing.
Yeah.
But in Halo 2, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
I
was never really well acquainted with Halo 2, so don't spoil anything for me, please.
The ending in Halo 2 is different from Halo 1 and Halo 3, and it's more fun.
Cool.
I just like it because you get to play as the Arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I remember from Halo 2.
Yeah, they're
the Arbiter.
In the first level, they introduce him, and you're playing as him. He's like, "Oh, our armor is able to sustain, our cloak for unlimited amounts of time, but you have 15 seconds."
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How am I supposed to be the hero you guys need with 15 seconds of cloak?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys in the chair.
Yeah. Oh, those guys. I love the opening to Halo 2. Love it.
Well, I'm almost there, so.
The staunch differences between Master Chief and the Arbiter. And how it all opens up is great.
Oh, I will say, excuse me, I've never really heard any good things about Halo 4.
No.
No?
It's not good.
Wow.
It's a terrible game.
I guess I'll have to get that far for myself. Because I had it, and I got through maybe the first couple minutes. Then I put it down because that was back when I still had my 360. So I got through a couple minutes of it, and isn't there a Halo 5?
Yeah.
Fuck. Means I got one more to get through.
Halo 5 is actually pretty good.
So I'm told.
Not the campaign, but the multiplayer is pretty dope.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That's good to know. But
unless because they tried to do Halo 2.
Yeah, and they did the double story thing.
Yeah, but
it was
the
more
other
about
guy,
it was more about the other guy than it was about Chief.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard.
And it kind of made me mad because I'm like, I really don't care about this guy. I don't like what he's about. I don't like what he's doing. But that's probably because I'm such a Master Chief fanboy.
Oh, everybody's a Master Chief fanboy. I'm a Master Chief fanboy.
Fucking love Master Chief.
Everybody loves Master Chief. You can't not love Master Chief. I don't care what anybody says. He's although the only thing I didn't like in his character was that he kept his helmet on all the time. Especially when you read about the other Spartans who never really did that.
Yeah.
You ever read the books or anything?
No, but I do know some stuff.
Yeah. And then they had there was this one movie that was on Netflix a while ago.
Oh, the
Forward Unto Dawn, I think it was called.
Was that the one where it followed the bunch of recruits and then at the end, saw that.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
I thought it was okay, if I'm remembering correctly, because that was originally just a machinima movie.
The only really thing that struck me when I first saw it was the animation of it, which I thought was a little clanky, but you kind of get past that as the film goes on.
Are you talking about an animated one?
Yeah.
Oh, then we're not talking about the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah, we're not talking about the same thing.
Yeah, because the thing I watched was live action.
Wait a minute. There's a live action one?
Yeah.
I remember some years ago, they were going to make a movie. They never did it.
I'm glad they didn't.
And they had a trailer for it and everything, and it looked really cool. And I remember being a kid and really looking forward to it. Nothing ever came from it.
No, I'm glad they didn't do that. Because a lot of video game movies...
A lot of video game movies suck.
Yeah,
it's
transcribe.
Yeah, I get that. But when you're a little kid,
and
you see something like that, it's pretty groundbreaking to a little kid. Oh, excuse me.
Like the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that was in theaters.
What?
There was a Yu-Gi-Oh movie in theaters.
Jesus Christ. I remember the fucking Dragon Ball movie, that's for goddamn sure. Even though that has absolutely nothing to do with video games, but still.
Well, I mean, it started off as an anime.
I know.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I know.
And then it became a game. And the games are great.
Oh, you mean Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, I mean Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Got it.
No, the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, they were doing a promotion where they're like, if you buy tickets, you get to, they give you like a single card pack from a thing from the movie. And it was funny because my brothers both got shitty shit, and then I got like the best thing you can get. Some like Millennium Titan Dragon or whatever. That was a good movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe I should watch it then.
If you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, you'll like it.
Yeah, see, I've never been into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Then you probably won't like it.
Yeah, probably. Never been into Yu-Gi-Oh, never been into Pokemon, never been into none of that shit.
I was into the games for a while.
Ooh, that's a low-flying helicopter out there.
Helicopter.
Oh, did the cops finally find me? Is it the National Guard?
Hide the cocaine.
Yeah, that's the National Guard.
I guess they're listening in and heard that we had cocaine.
All right. Come join the party, everybody. Come on down, National Guard, to the fucking world's greatest coke party. I probably shouldn't say that, but because you don't know who's listening.
Who knows? Maybe anybody or somebody who is listening enjoys cocaine.
That's true.
Yeah, like my compatriot in the radio studios.
Ah.
Heavily.
Isn't that what fuels creativity in that field?
If he actually did cocaine, sure.
Yeah.
But he'd start off, and it's funny as fuck, and it sucks too because if I start laughing, he breaks.
Yeah.
So he's like, welcome everybody to the show. I can't believe it. It's another Tuesday. I don't believe it's the cocaine or the pure energy flowing through my veins. And I'm in the back just cracking my ass up. And he breaks.
Oh.
He looks over to me. He's like, stop fucking laughing.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm like, dude, it's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I wish we had. Honestly, a little bit aside from that, I wish we had some more people to. Because look at how many chairs we've got here. We've got the one you're sitting in, one I'm sitting in. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got 6 chairs here.
I might have some people.
I still want Mike on this show.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, I asked him.
What did he say?
He said that we have to make sure that it coincides with his school schedule.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah, but that would mean having to start, at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it'd be a bit later.
When everybody's home.
Yeah.
Considering this is the only place I have to do it.
Mm.
So, awkward. Maybe when the basement's finished, we'll have a more ideal place to, do this show. But in the meantime, it's just a hollow shell with concrete floors and concrete walls.
An hollow shell of what it could and can be, but refuses to.
Definitely a hollow shell of what it was.
Aspire to be.
It used to be tiled and shit, but as soon as the people moved out of here, they just ripped out all the fucking tiles and left all the glue on the floor. Stank up the place bad. That really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because at least we would have had a start, We wouldn't have fucking concrete floors. You know how long we spent trying to get the glue off the goddamn floors?
I'm going to assume a long time.
Yes. A long, long time. Took us fucking forever.
No, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because it's nice and fresh when it first gets put down.
Yeah.
And then you rip it all up, and then it's just like,
it's just
leftover
cake down the floor.
Yeah, residue.
Yeah, and it's fucking
caked on the floor, but it doesn't taste as good as cake. But it gets you higher.
And it smelled.
No, that's what kids used to do.
No, I know, and
eat
they still
glue.
do. They still. Well, I ate glue when I was a second grader. I just wanted to see what it would taste like. I remember one time sitting in class, really young, second grade, man. We fucking bunch of kids dared me to eat paper and glue, and I did it. And they all laughed at me.
Yeah.
They're all like, "Oh my god, this kid's crazy."
Like the last girl I was really into.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in like the 8th grade, I was sitting across from her. She was talking to her friend. She was like, "Oh yeah, I sniffed the fuck out of these sniffed the fuck out of these highlighters to get high."
That doesn't work. I tried it. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but back when you're young,
you think it works.
What the fuck? I never thought you would be doing that. What happened to the DARE program? and then 4 years later.
Of course. But everybody knows what a colossal failure the DARE program was. So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's also fun when the people you hang out with and the people in the marching band, the people you mainly associate with think you're on drugs 24/7.
Yeah. But you're like, "No, man, this is just me."
Yeah, and did I tell you the time where I gave a speech?
You did not.
So I gave a speech in front of, I think it was a lot of people, and I wrote the thing in pencil.
Oh yeah, a couple hundred of them.
Yeah, I wrote the damn thing in pencil. The light was right above the podium I was at, so it flashed right down on the pencil, so I couldn't see it. So I hit this one point. I go, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Then I go, and then I end it, and they're all clapping and shit. And so I go back and sit down. The guy I'm sitting next to, he leans over. He's like, he goes, "Yeah, when you were up there and you had a big pause of silence, you were just like, I leaned over to him and I'm like, that's when the drugs kick in." I'm like, "You motherfucker!"
It comes on just as you're finishing your speech. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit this big fat bowl.
Pop a couple lewds before you fucking do your speech, so that the tingle phase comes on right as you're finished.
It's just a euphoric state when everyone's clapping for you.
And
I refused to believe, because I had multiple people that's like telling me, "Oh my god, you had like the best speech there," and I'm like, "That's bullshit."
Funny. That's funny.
Yeah, I know.
You're a funny guy. You know that.
I know. I did not believe him for a second. I'm like, people actually talked about the marching band and all their wonderful experiences when I went up there, kind of ad-libbed a bit, plugged plug some bands I listen to, and just had an overall good time. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, just fucking chill out, go with the flow, have a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
That was my whole mentality my last year, because for the first 3 years, I was such an introvert, such a be by myself, only talk to nobody.
Yep.
And that sucked. I hated it, but I still did it because I enjoy performing in front of people.
That's true. Well, I'm glad that you do.
Yeah, and so the entire last week of band camp, which is, the wonderful stories of band camp from all those wonderful kids.
Shoving a flute up your ass.
Yeah. So this one time at band camp.
I had somebody shove a flute up my ass.
Yeah, and it was just a wonderful, spectacular time. Even though I was depressed the entire time and didn't eat at all.
Shit, man.
Yeah, no, it was weird too. I didn't eat lunch or dinner. I got up when everyone else got up, just so I was able to use the shower. I didn't even use the shower. I fucking went over, because you know how they got the cereal in the single case? So I grabbed some of that and just walked back to where I was sleeping and kind of just sat in my bed and just ate dehydrated flakes. Took a shower. Of course, everyone was concerned about me, but I'm like, I wasn't thinking that at the time. Yeah.
That ain't no big deal.
Yeah. I came close to passing out.
Really?
From not eating. It's hard work to march around and do all that shit.
Yeah, I believe it.
And a friend of mine, he was driving past, because you know how at Dakota they have the actual field and the practice field?
Yeah.
We were practicing on the practice field, and my friend drove by, and he's like, it's a weird sight to see when you see marching band kids doing push-ups, running laps, and doing all that shit, and the football team is just sitting on their ass. And it's just weird.
It is weird.
But great. My last year, fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. Got an award.
For what?
For being the, quote, best senior, end quote.
Huh. Interesting. I never got any awards. But then again, I didn't do much my last year either, so.
Yeah, I still, to this day, I don't believe I deserved.
I don't even think award. I showed up half the time. I really don't. I don't even remember if I showed up half the time. My whole senior year was just so hazy, man. Because, the year before I had just started smoking weed, I used to be a bad kid, as some people would say. I used to be a bad kid. And that's probably why I had to do all that extra work at the end of the year, because I don't even think I showed up half the time. Because I just kind of gave up.
Well, at least they let you do that so you could pass and not go for another year and just not show up.
Thank God.
Yeah.
God knows I wouldn't have showed up if I had to do another year.
No,
if I had to be one of those kids. Yeah. I couldn't face that humiliation.
It's funny to me how my brain works, because for the first 3 years I tried my hardest.
And then you just kind of gave up?
No, and then my last year I gave up. I was listening to music the entire time I was there, didn't do a single thing. Did the best I've done just by not paying attention. Which is so fucking weird to me.
I think maybe you just need to not get too into it as much. Because that was my problem, man. Because, back then I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD, so I was like, just trying my damnedest, my level best to pay attention to what was being told. And I'm just, it'd be good for a couple minutes. And then I used to think to myself, I wonder what would happen if Dave Mustaine rejoined Metallica. And then my thoughts would just, from there.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
But I don't have ADHD as far as I know. I just didn't care what they were talking about. There was only really one class I paid attention in.
Well, that was part of that, yeah.
And that was the guy I was telling you about the last time we were doing this.
Yeah.
Because, he was into, hard rock.
Yeah, he was a good teacher, too.
Yeah.
And his class was fun.
Yeah. Other classes was like dragging my feet through the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you have to take math in the morning and you're just...
yeah, and especially if it's a remedial math class.
Oh, yeah.
Because you suck at math.
Yep.
So they're going over the same thing 20 times, and you're like, I learned this the first time.
Why am I here?
I know, dude. That's
why are we here?
That's why I'm so glad she let us pick our seats. I picked the seat in the back, next to the window, and I had the headphone in my right ear, and I saw it, I had the beard, so I was able to hide it. Yeah. So I was just kind of like staring out the window the entire time, listening to like Amon Amarth and shit.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how school was summed up for me.
It's not fun.
At least the first couple of years. Like I said, man, last year I don't really remember much. It wasn't exactly memorable. And I was probably high or drunk half the time.
I had a friend like that.
Yeah?
Yeah. The entire time.
Sometimes, though, that's the only way I felt like I could function. You know?
She probably thought the same way.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids do.
But, she comes in, drunk to school. And, she's kind of freaking out.
When you're coming in shit-faced, though, that's a little bit too far.
Yeah, she was freaking out. And,
slam a couple...
Me sounding like this calmed her down.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Nice and soothing.
Yeah, nice and soothing, telling her it's all okay, it's not obvious to the untrained eye. Because, she was into... Man, God. Beautiful girl. Hot as hell.
Bootyful.
Yeah. And great, too.
She was great.
She was great.
She was great.
Only reason I ever showed up to Fourth Tower. Just to see what her and my other guy friend was doing. He'd sit there and make animal noises all day, and she'd be talking about how, she works at like a bar at 17 because she's younger than me. It was weird too because I got her number.
That's hot.
Yeah, I haven't texted her since.
Oh,
yeah, because I think
ghosted. Ghosted.
No, I didn't mean that for that to happen.
No, I know.
I just felt like she didn't want anything to do with me.
Yeah, it's natural.
Because she was going, 30 miles per hour. I was going maybe 10 when I first met her.
Yeah.
Who knows what she's doing now? Hopefully.
Probably doing well for herself.
Hopefully she's happy.
Oh, I'm so tired, dude. So tired. All the coffee and fucking nicotine in the world can't wake me up. I'm telling you. Although I would say I would take a nap after you leave, but I'm not even tired or sleepy anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just tired.
I've been just doing that for the past week.
Yeah.
Because I've been feeling like shit. And it sucks too because, I have to go to school.
Yeah.
And, I have to, be energetic, have to come up with some ideas, not just kind of lope around and lollygag.
Yeah.
So, after forcing yourself to do that all day, and then on the drive home, you just get that 1,000-yard stare. You're just like, what the fuck is going on with my life?
Right. Well, that's just me about every other day. What the fuck is going on with my life? But, it's whatever. There's bigger, better things out there than this, eventually. So it's fine. I'm not going to stay here forever.
Oh, no. I'm moving away from the Midwest as soon as I get the ability to.
Oh, yeah, same, dude.
So if I can get, an internship somewhere that's out of state,
ideal. Bueno. Whoopsie daisy.
Just to see something new.
Yeah, that's really, for me, what I want the most is I just want to see something new and experience somewhere new.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing this fucking shithole town that literally, in the summertime, smells like shit because the sewer smell is so strong. It smells like shit.
That's why I'm glad I don't have a good sense of smell.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so I don't smell all that shit fuming in, and I don't smell all that, heroin being done.
Well, hopefully you won't be able to smell the fucking loud, obnoxious ass I just ripped.
I didn't even hear it.
Silent but deadly.
Fuck.
I shouldn't say loud and obnoxious. I should say silent but deadly. But yeah.
Loud, obnoxious, silent, and deadly, and everything in between.
When it hits you, you know.
Oh yeah, when the Taco Bell hits you from 4 a.m.
I actually did have Taco Bell yesterday.
I'm probably going to get Taco Bell.
That's hot.
Because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I think I'm just going to make some mac and cheese or something.
Yeah. I'm going to go home and have a Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket. Have you ever had those Hot Pockets with the bacon and the cheese in it on pretzel crust?
No.
No?
No.
They're good.
So those breakfast ones?
No, they're not breakfast ones. It's it's just a regular.
Just egg and bacon?
No, just bacon and cheese.
Oh, bacon and cheese.
But they do have bacon, egg, and cheese ones.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Those ones are good. But the ones I'm talking about, just bacon and cheese and a pretzeled one. can't seem to fucking talk today. My apologies.
No, you're good.
I'm like slurring my words.
That's
I
fine.
can't even fucking keep my eyes open. But I'm still gonna do the show, damn it.
Because you're high on LSD, right?
Yeah. There's fucking dragons in my kitchen and shit.
Yeah.
But we're still gonna do the show, damn it. We're still gonna follow through.
Yeah.
I figured we might as well do twice this week because, let's face it, I don't have anything better to do.
Same.
I worked on one of my band's songs last night, and
How's that coming along?
pretty good. I did the bass first.
What do you guys play? Like hard rock? Thrash?
Not thrash, but like, I don't know. Some songs are faster than others. Some songs are slower than others. At least some of the stuff that we've been working on. We're trying not to like funnel ourselves into one specific genre, if you will.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Something that's each song sounds a little bit different in their own way.
That's good.
I mean, I know that's so cheesy to say, oh, we don't believe in labels, but, you know, we try not to funnel ourselves into one particular thing.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't feel
We take influences from everywhere. We listen to everybody from fucking Metallica to Green Day to The Police to fucking Rush.
The Police.
The Police. I love The Police, dude. The Police are one of my favorite bands, even though they only lasted like a few years. They quit, or they broke up when they were at the top of their game.
They did?
Yeah. When they did Synchronicity in '83, they were on top of the world, and then they broke up.
Bunch of pussies.
Yeah, I guess
You're
because they were one of those bands that were like they would sit down to do something like this, and they would just be talking, and then all of a sudden a fight would break out. And it's not like a fight, but it was like a brother and a brother fight, that kind of way.
Like,
but then they would always like, you know, get back with each other in the end, and you know still play their music. But then I guess after a while, egos started to fly around and shit. Sting. Yeah. Sorry, man. My throat is still just so fucking full of gunk this really early, even though it's 2:41.
That's why I don't believe in egos.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because it gets in the way of, you know, the whole product and, you know, the best it could be.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, everyone has ideas. Everyone has wonderful things that may or may not work.
Everybody should have a little bit of input.
Yeah, everyone should have an input. That's why I don't agree with, you know, Metallica and how they write things, but that's how they do it.
Yeah, that's what works for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my throat is so dry.
You wanna know what I really like about Spotify?
What do you really like about Spotify?
Spotify creates a playlist of songs they think you'll like.
Yeah.
Which is funny because most of the time I don't like.
Yeah.
But it's so good because every once in a while I'll find a gem in there. Like I like Clutch, and then one of Neil Fallon's side projects, the Company Band, came up in that rotation.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to it. I'm like, and then I hear him come out. I'm like, whoa, fuck, that's Neil Fallon.
Holy shit.
Neil Fallon is a great fucking singer. Fucking love him. And he's theatric, and he's just great. Can't wait for that new album to come out.
What a guy.
What a man.
What a man.
That's what I aspire to be. Neil Fallon. From Clutch.
All right.
Vocalist and occasional guitar player of Clutch. pro-rock.com. Where you can catch up on all the news, all the music, and all the wonderful times that they're having while they're playing festivals.
Yeah.
Can't wait until they come back through. Because they're going to have their new album when they come back.
I wanted to see them the last time they came through with you, but...
Oh, that was a fun show.
Yeah. I bet it was.
Me and Steph.
I wasn't there. You see, that's the thing, man. I got to get out more. Fucking spend some more money on some concert tickets.
I just did that the other day. Gonna go see Whitechapel. Not Whitechapel. Thy Art is Murder and River of Nihili.
Nile.
Nile. Yes. Denial. It's not only a river that flows in the country of Egypt. Not just that. But yeah, I'm gonna see that. What's the date today? The 16th?
Yeah.
4 days.
March 16th. Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Oh my God, it is.
Yep. 3/16, baby.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let me get a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
That's what I aspire to be too.
One of my friends on Facebook actually has his job description as fucking beer drinking and ass kicking at Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's the fucking type of shit I aspire to be. And in fact, actually, I saw a video last night of this girl. They were all a bunch of kids at a party and shit. Fucking someone throws her a beer. She smashes it on her forehead. Fucking chugs the whole goddamn thing.
Where is this girl?
And, right? And the guy next to her, you could just see his face. He's like, holy shit!
It's like,
Fuck. I want to take you home. God damn. That's some fucking shit right there,
but
man.
hopefully that band can pick up on the nonverbal cues.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so that shit within Season Sorry doesn't happen. You didn't pick up on my non-subtle cues?
Non-subtle cues. I never understood that, man. If you just fucking be straight and just be like, hey, I don't want you. Go away, faggot.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it, you're trying to be nice. But
Some girls just don't need to be nice, okay? Especially when it comes to their protection and well-being. Some
Yes.
girls just don't have to be nice.
no, yeah, I agree.
You know, if a guy is talking to you and he's trying to, like, advance on you, you should just politely shut... Even if you just politely, just shut him down. You know, of course, you know, the nice guy syndrome happens and... You're a bitch, you're a cunt, whatever. But you know what? That's the worst that could happen because if you don't, God knows what else could happen.
Yeah.
If you're not straight up with somebody and you lead them... I mean, that I kind of think that is technically leading them on if they don't shut them down right away. You know what I mean? Because you should just make up your mind right then and there. If you don't want to sleep with this guy, don't sleep with this guy and tell him. Be like, hey, I'm not attracted to you. I have no interest at all. I'm sorry, but beat it, scrub. You know? If they get all pissy and call you a bitch or a cunt, then so be it.
Yeah.
You know? Now, I can't really speak for those who may turn to more drastic measures like drugging and roofing,
Yeah.
but...
That's always a possibility.
Yeah.
You just don't know these days.
Oh, yeah. Friend of mine actually got drugged recently, and I feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a shame to hear that.
Especially when it's like, there was a bar down the street from here. I'm not going to name any names because apparently it's very beloved, but it burned down anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But I guess there used to be they used to have a real problem with that. Like people drugging drinks and shit. And that's why I would never have gone there.
Yeah.
Not that I had much to worry about,
Oh,
but I don't really appreciate establishments that have that kind of reputation.
Oh, it's always fun just to realize that, you know, and nah, it's not fun.
I just don't like bars in general. Like when Garrison was the doorman at the locker room, man, it was miserable. I mean, he was having the time of his life. You know, he's the fucking doorman. He's the fucking, you know, big shot and whatever. But just being there, man, even before he worked there, man, just being there was just, at least for me, it was just, it was miserable. Because first of all, I don't like party environments that much, unless it's around a bunch of people I know. But when it's around a bunch of complete strangers, I have a problem.
I gotta get a few in me in order to enjoy it.
Yeah, but even then, I'll just end up sitting there, you know, drunk as a skunk, being like, ugh, I want to go home.
Yeah.
You know, and two, I just don't like bars. You know, I just don't.
No, yeah, I can see
Especially since the last time, it was the last time I was there. They had this one bartender. I don't know if I should name drop him or whatever, but
I doubt people are gonna know him.
his name was GQ, and he tried to hustle my friend out of $150 in tips.
In tips?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Tried to take advantage of him when he was like all fucked up and shit, and be like, "Hey, you gonna give me a $50 tip tonight?" All that shit, and he's like, you know, like whatever. Everybody's kind of skeptical, so we're all standing outside, couple of, you know, just getting some fresh air. Some other people are smoking cigarettes, but we're all out getting fresh air because none of us smoke. Well, I mean, I do now, but still, doesn't fucking matter.
No.
Anyways, I gotta keep on track. I'm sorry. I've been like dragging ass throughout this whole thing, and I apologize.
That's fine.
But yeah, we were standing out there. He comes out and he's like, "Hey, so where'd my tip at?" And
He came out there.
and by this time, we were all sobered up. We were all, you know, we were all in the right state of mind. We were good to go. And we're all like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, "Yeah, someone promised me $150." No, nobody promised him $150. Joe didn't promise him $150. I sure as fuck didn't promise him $150. And Rob sure as fuck didn't promise him $150. So we're all standing there like, "What the fuck are you talking about, GQ?" And, we tried to be nice and cordial about it. Like, yeah, you know what? Hey, relax. We'll get you next time. There never was a next time. I never went back there after that.
Yeah.
Because that, to me, I mean, it was already kind of a shady place to begin with. But that just, downright proved to me that this place is just fucking sleazy and shady and just, not my kind of place. Yeah. Lunch hour, it's a little different. It's quieter. It's a little more peaceful and tranquil. And that's when I like it because, at least a couple of the other bartenders are, really nice, down-to-earth people and, really good to have a conversation with. But when the weekend rolls around, the doormen come out and the fucking douchebags from here to fucking Auburn Hills come storming through the door, causing a ruckus, that's when I gotta run.
Yeah, I agree. It's just I don't dig that crowd.
Me neither. In fact, actually, I almost got into a fight with a couple of Marines there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was wearing
You Shawn Michaeling it?
I wish. I wish I could have fucking super kicked the two of them, but I was wearing a Marine Corps hoodie that my friend had gotten me because he joined, and I wanted to support him, and I was gonna, join up eventually, but then, I ran into some problems with MEPS. I had asthma a bunch of years ago, and they were like, that's enough to disqualify you from service. Thanks, guy. Wanted to serve my country, but now I can't. But anyways, so I'm standing at the bar with this hoodie on, and these two Marines come up to me, and they're like, hey, you serve? I'm like, what? And it's loud. I'm like trying to like hear them, and they're like, did you serve? And I was like, no, this is just a gift from a friend who actually is a Marine. I gave him all his information, what unit he's in and all that. He's like, oh, okay, good, man. Because we was about to fight you, if you was trying to front. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, and they beat it. But then I was just so angry after that. Because,
no, I bet.
Because it's like, you can't even wear a shirt with Army or Marines or Navy on it without people like hounding you like, hey, did you serve? Did you serve? And it's like, well, you know what? If I'm wearing this shirt or hoodie for someone that I know who's in that particular branch, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And some people are gracious about it, I'll admit. But then, like, I did run into one guy who started to get an attitude with me about it. And I'm like, dude, if somebody I know is serving in the Marines or the Navy or the Army or whatever, and, I'm not. I mean, I'm technically, I wasn't at the time, but I am now medically disqualified from service. So, if I want to wear a Navy hoodie or a Marine Corps hoodie or whatever, to support my friend or my relative or whatever, then I should be able to do that without being hounded by fucking people like you who want to fucking, get famous on YouTube for posting stolen valor videos. That's not stolen valor. That's supporting your friend or a loved one. Yeah. I'm not claiming to have served. I'm not telling fake war stories that I saw in movies or whatever. I'm just wearing a shirt. Yeah. So if you have a problem with that, that says more about you than it does about me, pal. Yeah. Sure. Got a little heated there for a second. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I get heated a lot on the show. I think it seems...
Very heated. Very, very opinionated.
Very opinionated. I've always been a very opinionated person.
Yeah,
always, man. That's part of the reason why I started a YouTube channel many years ago. That is now this, because the main reason was because I just didn't really like the quality of my content, even though I was always trying to like do new stuff and learn better editing techniques and things like that. But then after a while, I just gave up because first of all,
editing's fun.
It is, but it's also when you're trying to keep like a rigid schedule, because back then you had to post shit like every other day or whatever to gain like any kind of traction, and and I was involved with still am to a certain extent, but I was involved with a lot of people, a lot of content creators, and some of them, a lot of them were, excuse my French here, autistic little kids who hid behind masks and shit and tried to bully people and dox people and shit like that, and we're just all around reprehensible people.
Yeah.
But that's part of the reason why I got out of that whole circle. But the main reason was it was strenuous. I wasn't satisfied with the quality of my content, so I deleted all the videos. I deleted all and any trace of it, and it sat there for months until I, recently reconverted it into the YouTube channel for the show, which is nice. I still had like 600 something subscribers. So.
Yeah, 665.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You had 666.
Yeah. I was at 700 when I stopped making videos, but then of course, they dropped.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
I
I guess you could call that cheating, but they are all people who did subscribe to me at one point because they liked what I had to say or they did like the quality of my content. And I always never felt that way, but this really isn't any different from that whole thing. Now this just is there's like a middleman here. There's a microphone. There's a better setup, and we're doing a live show. Mm-hmm. So it's really not that different.
No.
So it's not really cheating.
No.
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 That's why I was confused when you first said it was cheating.
Well, I didn't come out and say that it was cheating. I said, is that considered cheating?
I wouldn't consider that.
I would
consider if you were in a different country and started your shit there and then moved over here
and then I was using all bots and shit.
Yeah.
Some people did that. Do you know who Caden Cowger is?
No.
He was one of those conservative YouTubers or whatever, Young American shit like that. Real fucking smug douchebag, real stupid, but that's what he used to do. He used to inflate all his views and subscriber counts using bots and shit. That's just low. That's low and that is sleazy.
18 views, all from my mother.
Yeah. Yep, 25 views, all from me and my friends.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah!
Oh my god.
I know, what a day, right? What a day.
It's not going to become a day.
Yeah, not really.
All these days roll together.
Yeah, they all feel the same after a while, I agree. You alright there, bud?
Oh yeah, just a little bit of indigestion.
A little bit of gas. I'm a little gassy.
A little bit of, the plethora of ravioli, pasta, Hot Pockets, bags of chips.
Homemade ravioli?
No.
Oh, well, ravioli's still good either.
Yeah.
Still just as good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking love ravioli.
Everybody loves ravioli. But nobody wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli. But I did. And I'm ashamed.
I'm not talking about canned ravioli. I'm talking about the frozen stuff.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so it's not fresh, but I mean, it's still good.
It's still fresher than, Chef Boyardee or something.
Yeah. I had Chef
even though Chef Boyardee ravioli is pretty good. Okay. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I will just shake my head in approval.
Yeah, I would disagree with that.
That's all right.
But
that's what this show's all about. Agree to disagree, my friend. Yes, indeed.
Doing the show is about civil discourse.
Pretty much. I don't want to fight with anybody on this show.
I don't like fighting.
Nothing gets done, man. This ain't one of those shows where people sit down and fight. This is one of those shows where people sit down and if an issue comes up, we talk about it civilly, like adults. We don't resort to name calling. We don't resort to ad hominem. We sit down and we talk like adults.
I heard he was a racist.
Wow.
So you?
I don't care.
You're saying
what he does and says in his own time is not my problem. Imaginary Kevin sitting across from me from the table here where the calculator is and all the bills.
Fucking
nerd doing bills, paying bills. Those are all my bills.
Oh.
Yeah. Gotta love being an adult, my friend.
Yeah.
Bills and bills galore. But being a homeowner is very advantageous, especially around tax day. Getting $2,000 back.
For just owning a house?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty great. Pretty great, my friend. Yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, I've pretty much run out of things to talk about. Do you have anything?
No, not really.
No, yeah, well.
It's not really much going on these days.
Yeah, it's only been, what? Monday?
It's only been 3 days.
Really?
4.
4 days, yeah. It's been 4 days.
If you count today as a day.
Today is a day.
It is a day, even though it's only halfway.
It's Friday. All you working people are one
Friday.
step closer to the weekend.
One step closer to your euphoric state.
One step closer to normalized alcoholism. You know what? I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you noticed that?
What?
How alcoholism is so normalized these days. Like, you know, you see people sharing memes all the time, like,
Oh, I can't just have one glass of wine per day. I gotta have 2 bottles or 3 bottles.
but,
Okay.
but, if somebody did that same thing, but with drugs, people would be like, I think you got a drug problem.
You
bro.
got a problem,
You
sir.
got a problem, son. Oh, yeah, and drinking 2 bottles of wine a day isn't a problem? That's not an issue? Tell me that's not an issue.
It's not an issue.
You're a fucking asshole.
Well, you just told me.
I'm just doing what you said. No, but that is technically, that falls under the umbrella of alcoholism. If you're one of those people that posts all across social media, or you tell all your friends or whatever, be like,
Oh, I can't survive without my wine or
whatever, be it wine, Jack Daniels, or whatever the fuck your poison is, that's alcoholism, folks. That is pure, unadulterated alcoholism. And what I don't understand is why society is so quick to accept this, but denounce someone, you know, just chilling in their house, smoking weed, playing video games, and just genuinely enjoying themselves
But that
and not
guy's-
hurting anybody.
That guy's a monster.
But oh yeah, he's such a fucking monster. This guy's a fucking drug addict. He's gonna do anything to score his next 10 bag. Oh my god, he's a fucking threat sitting on his couch over there, fucking playing Halo until his eyes bleed.
Playing Halo, eating chips.
Oh my god, what a fucking threat to
Yeah,
society.
who knows? He might grab a gun and shoot up a school.
Right, oh,
knows?
who the fuck knows,
Not the
man?
guy- not
He's
the-
fucking injected marijuana one goddamn time, and now he's fucking hopeless.
Injecting the marijuana.
I mean, it's not exact. I mean, that's a little bit of exaggeration
No,
because you can't do that, but...
No, you can. You can inject the marijuana.
You can inject anything if you're
the
brave
Da-
enough.
The DARE program taught me that
You can inject Jack Daniels straight into your veins if you're brave enough.
You'll die if you do that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But there's got to be somebody out there that's done that at one point.
I bet.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Yeah, and I used to go around saying, because I don't get cold.
Yeah?
Like, I don't mind the cold. So everyone's like, oh my god, it's so cold out. Why aren't you wearing a coat? I'm like, I got ice cold blood thrown.
You think I care?
Yeah. I inject myself with ice cold water every day. I'm cold from the day I wake up to the day I go to sleep, even though I'm nice, loving, and warm, and try to be compassionate.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Trying to find the good in people.
Well, it helps.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why alcoholism is just so normalized in this
Because
culture.
it built society.
It built society.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, well, I guess I have my answer right there. I don't have any more to talk about. No, but it really just bothers me because, like you said, there's that, or like you said, like I said, there's that double standard, you know, somebody, you know, smoking weed is not a threat at all. People will call him a monster, but somebody goes out and gets hammered every weekend, spends all their money on booze, buys drinks for the bar, and it's not a problem. That's not a problem in some people's eyes.
It's legal.
Yeah, it's legal, but it's still a fucking problem.
No, it is a problem.
But people aren't as keen to accept that as being a problem. And that's what I have a problem with. Because, again, we're going to get a little personal here. I grew up in a home full of alcoholics. Okay, I've seen what it does to people. I've seen my parents at their best and at their worst due to alcoholism. Especially my mother, who I do not speak with these days on account of that. So when somebody, you know, goes out to the bar, buys a metric fuck ton of drinks, and is just completely fine with it, and goes out and does it every single weekend, but doesn't want to admit that they have a problem or a dependency of any kind, that's when I kind of have to go, you know, scratch my head a little bit and go, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to respond to that, but I forgot what I was going to say in the matter of 2 seconds.
No, that's all right.
2 goddamn seconds it took me.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes when you do the marijuanas. 2 seconds is all it takes for you to lose all control.
Yeah.
But yeah, but anyways, I guess the point I'm trying to make is this. If you're going to sit there and call somebody a monster because they choose to sit at home, get a little high, play a little video games, and snack their brains out, well, then you might as well fucking do that to the people who fucking are shit-faced plastered every single day of the week.
Yeah.
Not even just on the weekends. There's people I know who are shit-fucking-faced plastered every single day of the week, fucking day drinking and shit. And I'm like, my God, how can you live with that? How can you function?
I mean, if you're not doing anything that day.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That-
I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I wasn't doing anything, if I had absolutely nothing to do, I would take that bottle of Jimmy over there and just fucking chug away. But I don't fucking drink anymore, so that's not going to happen. Well, I shouldn't say I don't drink anymore because I did last week before we did the show, so I guess I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I'm sorry.
You don't drink as...
I just don't drink as frequently as I used to.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is a little bit of consistency never really hurt. If you're going to call somebody a monster, then call somebody else a monster who actually also genuinely does have a problem. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'm going to go take a shit.
All
right. Well, yeah, I guess we can just wrap this up then.
Yeah.
We're almost at 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it's 3:04, and
Shit.
I have to take a shit. So might as well just wrap this up. So, you know what time it is? Shameless plug time.
Okay.
You want to do it this time?
Yeah, www.vimeo.com/the headquarter. You'll find all my stuff there because I'm not posting on Vimeo because it's a requirement. So anything I shoot, produce, or edit will be up there. But if you're looking for more of this show, the show is going to be on YouTube at www.youtube.com/the chill room.
Nope. /cynic.
/cynic.
I still don't know how to fucking change that shit. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Thanks, Google.
Also located on Facebook at the chill room. Also on Twitter.
Yep.
/
I think it's Chill Room Podcast on Facebook, or at least the little. But the link, I don't remember what the link is. The link's always in the description. God damn it.
Link's in the description.
Yep.
Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Yep.
Like, comment.
Chill Room Show, Instagram, the Chill Room Show, in all smalls.
Tumblr.
Even though I never fucking update Tumblr.
Quora.
Qdoba.
WikiHow.
Chipotle, Taco Bell. You'll find us anywhere.
Yeah.
You're a lot better at shameless plugs.
Bar mitzvahs.
Bar mitzvahs, weddings, we do it all. We'll broadcast from your bar mitzvah while your young boy becomes a man, and he begins his journey into the world. For free, yeah. Because we don't believe in money and we don't get paid.
Yeah, we don't get paid. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not until we actually are able to not do shameless plugs and do advertisements.
Yeah.
And then we might have to dial back the language and, make this more,
family friendly?
No, advertiser friendly.
Advertiser friendly. Okay, well, we can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not selling out my core values.
As long as we're FCC compliant.
I guess.
Yeah.
But,
which is a big giant.
But that's the problem, man. I still want to be able to say fuck live on the air. This is the only format where I can, because I can't censor myself worth a goddamn. So this is the only format that I have where I can go on, say shit, piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, and face no consequences. And that's the beauty of the internet.
Damn.
I don't really think, does the FCC have, rule over the internet these days?
I don't know.
So, internet's pretty much a free game, isn't it?
It used to be.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Regardless of what happens, if we start making money or whatever, I'm still gonna say fuck. Nope. And if it becomes a problem, I will consider fixing myself. But until that day, please do me a favor. Take your offendedness, wad that sumbitch up real tight, spit it closed, and shove it way up where the sun don't shine, and go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck off.
Thank you, and have a nice day. And you know something?
What?
You're a lot better at shameless plugs than I am. So thank you.
I am?
Yeah.
How so?
Because first of all, you articulate your voice better.
Oh.
And you just have better delivery than I do.
www.defleopard.com/defleopard.
Yeah, www.xvideos.com/chillroom. And So thank you for tuning in if you did. There was nobody in the chat this week, unfortunately. I guess Zach couldn't make it. He's our biggest fan, but that's all right. But thank you for joining us, and have a pleasant weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.